Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We are good. What's up, YouTube? Don't worry. So, y'all, I mean, I'm a big Miami fan, so y'all know who I'm about to pick. All about you, baby. I'm doing QB1 right now. Um, I just thought I've been playing Mad Ultimate Team this whole time. People on my ship, my homeboys back home, shit like that. Um, shit, we've been pretty much playing Mad Ultimate Team this whole time, so that's why I ain't been playing because I don't really want to put them on there. Some games like we play too long. I ain't do so well, you know what I mean, shit like that. But this one, play this shit for now. You know I'm going to you, baby. It's a Kane thing, baby. It's a Kane thing. My dude ugly as fuck. Ready, set. I should have picked this place. Hurricanes, baby. I'm pretty glad we make it that 1 year.
With starting quarterback out, they're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college, not one.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Street. That's what's got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Drop back, scan, and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Nate? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Does not say something right there. What happened to that trust?
Why I always gotta be something?
Coach, you want to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. You'll see.
If they fucking let me win the job. What's up?
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play?
Because he's got something to prove.
To who?
To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough, he's got to prove it to those guys.
Yeah, take this.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, the second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it.
Miami Hurricanes about to win their 6th championship. I don't appreciate them not starting me though, so we got a problem with that. What are those, bro? Those ain't even Nikes.
Oh, yeah,
Are those Nikes?
You're the guy to get it done.
Are those even Nikes, bro?
Hey, JoJo. Ooh, you sweet. I did. Yes. Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa, whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there. This is for players and coaches only.
Who the fuck do I wanna play? Who do I wanna whoop up on? Tell me! You know what? You know what? You know what? We gotta get our get back for them years.
I'm here to play Florida State.
What?
The Seminoles, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
Oh, first name? Michael? Let's go. Come on, come on. Booker! Junior, big.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
I don't know who you are, but go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right? So, we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? I like to get the ball out quick. Get in my receiver's hands. Let them do the rest.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know what? I'm kind of a film junkie. I like to lead by example in that way, so people would joke that I was like a mini-me of the coach.
Okay. Last question. It's an easy one, I promise.
Shoot.
Which quarterback have you modeled your game after?
I always really admired Randall Cunningham. He's one of the most versatile quarterbacks I've ever seen, and I try to approach the position the same way that he does. Athlete first, passer second.
Cool, cool. If you are half as athletic as Cunningham was, there's going to be a lot of frustrated defenders out there. Remember, only about 20 million people watching tonight, but at least now they'll have a rough sketch of who's under center.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Yeah, no
Appreciate
worries.
it, yeah.
Got you.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. Got you.
All right.
Trash, bro. Why the hell he's so trash?
Go now! H.E. Gator! Get it! Set, ready? On the double. Now!
Ooh, look at the unis. Ooh.
On the set. Fire! Set. 60 Pittsburgh! Set. Go! 10 Tucson!
You somebody.
the oar. All right. Here we go. 30 base. Shoot. Come on, set. 8, read. Hit it. Ready. Let's go. Ready to break. Ready. Here we go. 90 Wolf. Big river. On the ready. Get it. Ready. Now. Ready. Fire. Ready. 60 outlaw.
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my fan blowing me up right now. Ooh. Just
All
play
right,
your
I just
time
talked to
out
Coach.
there.
He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. Is this a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're going to destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Forget about him, man.
Listen, I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
About time they put Miami on this joint. I'm tired of it, bro. They just don't leave my team.
The 2018 college football season has been a wild one, and we are down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in snowy, yes, snowy Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the first of our football playoff semifinal matchups.
Fuck you, Patrick.
We'll
Get away
see
from
the
me.
Florida State Seminoles taking on the Miami Hurricanes.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Why this shit so
Thanks.
like trash graphics
All
right now?
Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
I will beat your ass when I get to the league. It's great to be a Miami Hurricane. 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 About to slide. About to slide. Woo!
And he'll get it up
I got too hype. I went hack. I had my hands controller right. It's all right. Your boy's trying to spin out that thing. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Ooh, you know.
A pretty big spot for his first ever snap, but here it is as the Hurricanes have it 1st and 10.
Go right to the fucking ran site. Well, we out of there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Joseph, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27.
Time to slide.
All right, Brad,
oh, you know, fuck up.
Here, but those kind of runs,
go on, bitch. He Doctor got me.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh,
Guys, man, it's
weak.
the All-American Isaiah Streets. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A good throw there, but boy, a tough situation for this offense, for this program, really. When you think about it, Marcus Washington, 4-year starter, came in as a true freshman to lead this team. He's 3rd all-time in passing yards in school history, 2nd in touchdowns, twice an All-American, a Heisman finalist, all that stuff. Never missed a game in his college career, 53 starts, but now he sits and watches as his understudy for the last 4 years finally gets his shot in the leading role. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. For 15 yards there on the catch and run.
We is slide.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. So much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game, but if you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds, maybe not quite this size. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass.
Let's go. I'll go give you the ball. Yeah. And we're going for 2. Fuck Florida State.
So that drive certainly a confidence builder for an inexperienced quarterback.
And a confidence builder for the coaching staff as well, because now they're seeing that they can work with what's out there.
2-pointer, bitch.
They feel good about the game plan that they set up in advance.
So they get in for the opening drive, score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Seminoles here with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Come on.
Now Will Hoyt.
Hit that bitch.
2 yards on the pickup.
My boy's on you.
It'll be 2nd and 8. For Florida State, they're seeking their 4th national championship. They were winners back in 1993, also in 99, and then most recently back in 2013. Now George, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He should.
Hold up. Hold up, people. You're in trouble now. You are in trouble now. She walking. Oh boy. Y'all might have to put in the crib.
His head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, George. Nowhere.
Yes!
He goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like that.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands.
And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Word, bitch.
Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
George to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brady. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Off play action. George trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Will Hoyt. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
On the carry, this is Will Hoyt. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
I think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this 2nd quarter of play as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. The Hurricanes, of course, a 3-time national champion back in the 80s, 83, 87, 89. They then added 2 more for good measure in 91 and 2001. But they haven't held that trophy since. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardell Jones at Ohio State back in the 2014 season. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our cameraman, and this results in 6. Touchdown! It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive... remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Fuck Florida State. Fuck Florida State. Fuck Florida State.
It's about ready to get going again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again?
Pat it down, baby.
That the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. Stick the oar. 135.
From the gun on 3rd down. George. Throw left side complete. It's Alexander. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back to their high school days, right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver. The two of them told recruiters, you know we're a package deal, so if you're coming to get us, you're getting both of us. And Zeke actually recruited by both of these teams playing here tonight.
And the two had dreams of playing for a national championship together, and now Isaiah with a chance to fulfill at least part of that dream. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the Hurricanes on top here in Arlington.
Let's go. Hey, Ken. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we're playing. Let's go. We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates, but you remember you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Yo, this kind of clean, bro. I'm fucking with it. Street getting the ball, bro.
Hey, Coach. Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more.
Many did.
That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
Right.
Manny Diaz would have never did this to me. Manny
Diaz
would have never done this to me.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
You see that number? Number 1, 2, 1, 2.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup from Arlington.
Get off,
fielded about a yard deep.
Yep. Boom, bust that hole.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
I'm blitzing all game. Fuck them.
Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
no! Flying zone!
Discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 6.
AI.
16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Get back, get back, get back.
For third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
All right, bitch, I'm going to pop.
Third down gain of
20
yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
I can't get a tap. Misreading that motherfucker. I'm in the hole right now.
Before he could even get started.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw on second down. George. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield.
Don't let you hit stick on here, bro.
It's all said and done.
I need a hit stick. That's what I need.
And a first down.
Let me hit stick.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Complete.
There he goes left side. And he will take this in. Touchdown Seminoles. Gavin Cox, 40 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Yo, I'm trying to get out, bro, and this boy my return man is just slow.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
I'm looking for him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, taken in by Streets.
Keep that going.
That one goes for 24 yards. Well, I tell you what, that doesn't look like the throw of a guy who's never played college football. And, you think about it, part of the reason you have to remember, he's run the scout team in practice for 4 years, and that scout team has had to go up against their own first stringers on the defensive side.
Get off.
And the ball, and this is picked up by the defense.
How in the hell? I done fucked up, people.
Gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
But I can't hit stick, but they can hit stick my quarterback. Okay.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing
the football. Can't let this dude go. They kind of made him good. I ain't gonna lie, but I need to tighten up.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. There's a throw taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. 1st and 10 now, Florida State. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
It's still a little bitch.
Ran to the football and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, George. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
My gosh, I just want to bust his ass.
Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame.
He's trying to keep the game close. I'm about to score.
Get it done.
Sorry,
that drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole
lot blocking, bro. That's what I like.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. offensively with the lead. You want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over.
And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seminole offense about ready to get going again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Tell you what, Barney, you get the football in his hands. Just give a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
Wow.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
George looking to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They turn to Larson here, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Larson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
My bad.
But it's incomplete. Isaiah Streets the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Off at the 22. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The Seminoles here with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw on second down. George. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. On 1st and 10, George. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's got the first down.
Oh, my God.
And down to the 28-yard line.
What the fuck?
Yards that time.
I can't blitz. I'm tired. I can't do it. Can't do it. That's not me.
Going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Oh my gosh, this nigga's fucking invincible, huh?
He's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. George. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2nd and 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. George.
Yes.
So on the strength of 2 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Miami Hurricanes are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January the 7th.
Yo. I sucked that game. Didn't do too well. You don't? Alright. Where the hoes at?
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby. We got this, man. Oh, yeah. Football's my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink.
Pink, no question.
Come on.
No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her from the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns. Is that okay?
Hell yeah! 4 touchdowns!
4 touchdowns is a lot.
It's 4 touchdowns it is!
How can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes!
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
That's it?
No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right? So breathe. Take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Go.
Yeah, yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the Miami Hurricanes. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First and 10 now for Texas Tech. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Texas Tech, a newcomer to the college football playoff. They have won 11 conference titles in their history. But boy, this would be quite a feat to make a run through these games in Dallas and Santa Clara. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now...
And he will take this in. Touchdown, Texas Tech. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Red Raiders have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Down 7-0, work to do already as he gets set to begin college game number 2.
Hey,
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And Charles, the success that this quarterback had in this semifinal, how does it translate here?
Well, it certainly helps his mindset because he has to have a lot of confidence going into this one since he did it so well in the semifinals. I do think we'll see a similar kind of offense. They'll find places for him to take his shots, and especially you have to when you've got a weapon like Streets on the outside.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The Hurricanes looking like they're going to go for 2. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out.
Nice man,
I need
bro.
friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texas Tech offense set to go for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Over the middle, complete. That's Richards.
How the fuck?
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
On the set.
On first down, Warren.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Warren. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down. It's Bird, and he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. He'll get this to Streets on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half. Off play action. Warren. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them.
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing.
Oh,
the
my
coach will.
Bro, what the fuck?
4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. And Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up. We're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
Yeah, they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's been active in trying to help those who are going through the same struggles his brother went through. He formed a real bond, in fact, over the summer with one of them, 11-year-old cancer patient Emily Atwood of Centerville, Texas. And we're told that Emily and her father Todd made the 2-hour drive up to Arlington a week ago to watch their semifinal victory and got to spend some time afterwards with the All-American receiver and his new quarterback.
And folks out there should see how Isaiah's face lights up when the discussion turns to the young lady he calls him and the inspiration that he takes from her fight. It's really something special to see. He makes a point to call her from the locker room after every game, and he says, listen now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right? What? Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it. Hey, You know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
Okay, man.
Catch the fucking ball then.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, baby.
The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played awfully well against 2 top 5 defenses. Someone's going to take a shot and give this guy a look.
Well, several teams need a quarterback. You think about the Cardinals, they're going to be picking number 1, but Giants figure to be in the market, Broncos, Bengals, possibly the Raiders. So there's going to be some teams looking.
And don't forget, backups are at a premium in this league, and this guy could be a developmental player. Draft him, let him work in your organization for a while, learn the playbook, sit for a while, because down the road, he could turn out to be a gem.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's Isaiah Streets. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. All the prognosticators have a first-round grade on Isaiah. Under pressure, and down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
60-yard. Hey, Haywood.
They'll look to throw here on first down. There's this out for Streets. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the fucking ball. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now that's a play that Isaiah Streets made time after time this fall on Saturday afternoon, and you got to think as this championship game continues to unfold, they have to find some way to slow him down. Double team, just anything to disrupt him, because he has a knack for getting open and making big plays. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 2nd and 5. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing there, but this
you
pass
fucking
is going to end up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That is caught. It's Streets. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Delay of game, offense.
Cool, I need to fucking room anyway. I can't fucking throw.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw.
Oh my gosh!
A great read.
What the fuck? So this boy can get off the ball or nothing.
So maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Young, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they
ain't even the
take
same
over.
like in the real game on this shit.
Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. And this certainly a nerve-wracking time for both of these fan bases. Heck, my palms are sweating here in the booth. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
You fucking suck!
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Young. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play. They got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On third down, Byrne. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. And his kick here is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Can't even fucking, bro.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 10. At time, a huge factor. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here.
These motherfuckers get tackled so fucking easy, bro.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. Second down and inches. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead.
Fucking lost.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Is at this stage of the game.
Fuck this shit. I'm starting over. I'm fucking starting over. I'm about to delete this fucking. Oh my gosh.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. As we'll see the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the Miami Hurricanes. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
He's 1-0 as a collegiate starter, but now the pressure rises big time as the Hurricanes come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Larson, and he is met in his
Who the
tracks
fuck is this
behind
running
the
back?
line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think
you slut fuck
for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd and 11. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender.
Oh, my gosh!
Intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive.
Oh, my gosh, bro. What the fuck?
First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On 1st down, it's Young, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Warren got his man complete over the middle. It's Richards.
Nobody can fucking hit
across midfield inside the 45.
I can't call it a fumble.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
30 base.
On 3rd down, Bird, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
D-line trash.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here. And
I cannot hit stick, bro. I cannot let it boom at all. And I'm trying to fuck them up, bro.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably...
And he will take this in. Touchdown, Texas Tech. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a good return as he stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Hey, you doing some bullshit.
The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
You missed that fucking block! He's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I was at 11.
You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go now. And Tucson. Alpha. Mike, check. 59.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's like they get touched.
That's good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Break off the top of fucking nothing.
He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush range. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The Hurricanes looking like they're going to go for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Boom!
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. The offense for the Red Raiders set to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
The computer could have caught
so
that shit, bro.
That
I gotta
changes
click on
everything
every
that you're
fucking
doing
thing,
here.
bro.
Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They give them 12 yards and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Warren. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's a fucking linebacker right there on a running back.
Offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Warren gonna pass it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Simmons. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Despite a heroic first half from their inexperienced quarterback, his guys trail at the break.
Don't come at me. Don't fucking come at me.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right? What? Hey, just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Okay on every play? Yeah, I'm sure the defenses are going to figure that out.
Okay, well, you need to figure it out. This isn't just a game to me.
I know that. I know that, Isaiah.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texas Tech offense set to go for their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, it's Young. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Off the play fake. Warren. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down. The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10. Going to give to Bird. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On third down, it's Young. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Streets.
You want the ball,
and
but you don't catch it.
Incomplete.
You want the ball, but you can't catch it.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Call a hurry up, not a fucking record.
Impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now back to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
Bullshit!
He dropped it in the end zone.
Bullshit, bro.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Go, Jackrabbit.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Nikhil Simmons, 41 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Throwing on first down. Warren. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Richards. A good pickup there, a 22. First and 10 now for Texas Tech. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D.
Are you fucking serious, bro? Bro, what the fuck?
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well,
and he will get this.
Yo, you fucking serious right now? Y'all serious, bro. This is not real, bro. Oh, my God. This nigga really...
And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
I can't think about
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Isaiah Streets, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. The Hurricanes looking like they're going to go for 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Get off! Dog! I'm tapping the fucking button to break off the fucking tackle,
so
bro.
Throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Red Raiders set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run.
Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so
You are fucking trash!
You end up running yourself into an error.
That's a fucking touchdown!
Zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Motherfucker can't
gonna
catch.
Be incomplete.
You can't catch. Why the fuck you on the team?
Down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Here's this out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
On the ground, McMillan. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And now the Hurricanes have to face a long and silent on the Levi Stadium turf as they fall in this national championship game.